Alright, what's up guys? We're back in the Maverick. Today we got a new good video for you. So we got some bed light kits set up. So it comes with everything you need, right? It's got the light for each side. It's gonna go under the caps and aim down. You got the channel, tape it up. It's kind of like our bars in the front of the truck, similar design, I guess. Then you got all the hardware you need and the switch. So we're going to show you how to set it up and how it looks at the end. So let's get started. Alright, so the first step, what we're going to do is take out both the taillights. It's going to make routing the wires a lot easier, so we're going to go ahead and do that. It's an 8mm socket, and it's just 2 bolts on each side. And then this just kind of pops out like that. And then there's a plug down here. You just gotta undo them, and then your tail lights off. So I'm just gonna set these in the yard, get them out of the way. Same thing on the other side. Is that thing gone forever? No, it's on the drill right here. We got them. And this just pops out again. Same plug on this side. Bang, taillight's gone. Pretty easy. For the next step, we're gonna get the lights situated where we want them, and then the wire, we'll show you where the wire routes through so you can get to it. So we'll get them situated. I guess I can do it right now. Yeah. So I'm just gonna get the light positioned about where it's gonna go. Like, just lay it up here. And then this wire, we're gonna feed through a hole on the truck. There's a hole right here. Let me see if I can show the folks. Right in here. I think they can see that. And it comes out near the tail light hole.
Here it is, I got it already.
Yeah.
Yeah, it fell. Can y'all see that? Shake the wire. Yeah, they can see that. It's just the only wire in here, that's it.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna get it all the way in, about right there. Then we're gonna go to this side, and I'm gonna just do the same thing. Get the wire.
Same hole over here?
Yeah. And I'm gonna do the same thing. This wire is longer. It's gonna have to go through, and we're gonna actually route it underneath to this side, so they're gonna meet up on the same side. And we get it through the hole. Same type of hole location.
There it goes. Y'all saw that?
You got
That's
it.
a good shot, huh? Yeah, it's right here.
You know how to pull it?
It's this wire. This guy right here.
Go ahead and pull it.
Just pull it all the way through here.
Yeah, so I can get all this length out. What's extra? Slack. Alright. Now, you see this wire is very long, right? Alright, so we're under the truck, and there's a couple little bolts we gotta take out. First one is right here. They can see that?
They can see that.
And now we can probably reach it. But I'll take another one out. It's right here.
Oh yeah, now you better reach it.
Yeah. Now this is where the wire is gonna come down, so now you'll be able to get your hand in there and stuff.
Yeah.
So go feed me the wire.
Here, you want me to set you up?
No, you should show them your view.
You think?
Probably. Because I'll just be reaching for the wire.
Alright. I'll show you my paw.
I got my arm in here.
He's got his arm in here. Now what we're trying to do is we're just gonna drop it smooth down in there. So you're just dropping it back down through here.
And I got it.
He's got it.
So we're gonna pull it under. Just all the way.
Just pull it. That's about tight.
Alright.
Now let me show him what you see.
Now we have all the wire under here.
Now you got all the wire.
So
Popped out right there.
we're just gonna route this underneath here to reach and come up through the other side. So I'm just gonna put zip ties around stuff and get it to the other side, and then I'll show y'all where I came out. And then I'm gonna put these screws back in this bottom tray thing, and I'll let y'all know when it's done. All right, so I got the wire zip tied up. We got one, man, here the dick king. We got one zip tie. Can y'all see that? Zip tie right there. Then it goes above the tire to this plug, zip tied there, and then goes through this to the other side, and then that hole up here where the other wire is coming down, this one needs to just go up there and meet it. So I'm gonna go ahead and stone grab it. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Oh, my back. Get your little fingers in there.
Get my finger in there.
Oh. There you go.
Right there. I got it.
Pull it.
I pulled it.
Alright, let me come out.
Do I need the other one too?
Yeah.
Hand me the other
Get
one.
them both. You can grab it.
Alright. So now they're both right there.
Alright, we got both the wires. So we need to connect these with the quick solder to the other wire that's provided in the kit, and it's going to come out so that they're basically on the same what'd you call it? We're connecting these to one wire to go into everything to power it, so they're like one unit instead of two separate things. So let me get it. Alright, so now that we got all the wires out here, we're gonna twist these together. It's the black and red to the black and red, and then this side's the red to the red. Alright, so we're gonna go in our bag that comes with the kit, get the quick solders and our heat shrink. We're gonna throw the heat shrink on first. Then we're gonna start with the power wire, shove it through our little quick solder. Then we're gonna get this connected. Get this connected to this. Are you good? Sneezing all over me for what?
Ooh.
Then we're gonna pull this back through, and you want it to be in the center where that solder is gonna melt.
Let me get a close up on this. Let me get a close up. There you go, y'all can see that kinda.
You can see the solder in there melted. Can they tell?
I think they can tell how it's like shiny and shit.
Alright. Then we're gonna slide our heat shrink over. And now we can heat shrink this. Alright, so I got our heat gun, make this easier. If you have a heat gun, great. Hopefully it's not as windy where you guys are. Alright, now we're gonna do the same thing that we just did, but for the ground. Now we have all our wires set up to run. So we're gonna stick it back in here, and it needs to come out right here. This is the plug we're gonna use, so actually I'm just gonna pull the plug out, which is right here, and I'm gonna undo some of this tape right here. Alright, now we're gonna need 2 of the splices. And we're gonna need our other wire as well. That's gonna go to the switch. Alright, so you got the wire for the lights.
You want to speak up?
And our spare wire. So these 2 black and reds need to be combined before they go on the switch into one. So you get them wrapped up for the spade like this, and then they're gonna go in here. So So I'm gonna get that crimped up with some heat shrink. All right, so we got all the ends crimped into the spades. So the 2 black and reds went into one, and then the 2 reds are on their own. So these are ready to go into the switch. And this end of our switch wire needs to get spliced into the actual harness wire from the truck. So it's gonna be, we're gonna put them on these and then cut back when that's done. So we got the 2 spades for the splices on here, same way, crimp and heat shrink. And now we need this end is gonna come in here, and you want the wire to go in this metal piece. So just like this. And we're gonna close it. And get the pliers. Make sure you crimp it on here real good. It'll lock. Just give it a good squeeze. Make sure you're in that wire. And then we need to do the same thing on the other wire. Put it in there, close them up, and then give them a good squeeze. And this front part will come over and it'll be good. Just make sure it's tight. Sometimes people don't tighten them enough, and then it's not a good connection, so just make sure it's good. So those are done, and all of these are done. So we have our switch, and we want to mount this into this plastic because I'm gonna be putting a big nightlight panel in here eventually, so I don't really care about this one switch being in there right now. But it's a 1/2 inch, so we're gonna need a 1/2 inch drill bit. We have a step bit right here. Throw this on, and I'm gonna want to put it somewhere where I know I'm gonna cut out later, which is gonna be like right in the center. So yeah, I'm gonna just drill. What are you thinking? Just the top of this label? That's probably where my panel will be.
Maybe.
And just guesstimate it.
Or just a little higher. I don't know if you're ever gonna actually move this switch.
Yeah, because I'll just connect it to the nightlight panel.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just put it right here. Because there's a good chance this joint will be gone. Alright, so we got our switch on there. Now to make it easier, I'm gonna take that panel off. These are 10 mil bolts. If you don't have an XL and you have the cubbies in here, you can put the switch wherever you want. You could put it in this if you wanted to on this panel. You could drill a little small hole, or you can just use your cubby door. It doesn't really matter. But I'm gonna take all these bolts off, come back, show you how to wire it up. Alright, so we got our panel door off where we're putting the switch. I'm just gonna go ahead and put the nut on the back, tighten it up. It's pretty tight in here, so but there you go. Now these are the prongs for the wire. So
You might just want to shut the wires through there.
yeah, we're gonna feed the wires through here where the pan is gonna be. But these two need to come back.
Yep.
And we can plug these in over here. So the red and black we're gonna put on the black and white. Make sure it's all the way in. And then the red we're gonna put on the purple wire. There you go. Alright. And we're just gonna leave it here for a little bit. Alright, so we got the switch. So the ground is gonna be the top one. We have the light at the top. We want the ground at the top of this. Get them on there. Then the one from the truck, which is the one tapped into here, which is this red one, we're gonna want on the bottom. Then the other one, which is the one that goes to our lights, we want in the middle. Just like that. So the wires in the back aren't always energized, but like once you get out the truck or about to start it up, they run power to these wires. So now it's rigged up. You see both lights are lighting up.
And the light on the switch?
And the light on the switch says it's on. That's off. So if you just got out of the truck and you're trying to get the groceries, it's good. But if the truck's been sitting for like 3 hours, these aren't going to be energized, so it's not going to be able to just switch on. But I'll show you that later once it unenergizes what has happened. But this is good, so I'm going to button this panel back up. So we're going to put this back through the taillight little cutout and back over to this. So I can put this little cap back on, and then we can get this back in its little home just like that, buttoned up. Now all we have to do is put the taillights back on
And stick the lights.
and then we'll come back to stick the lights. So I'm gonna put the taillights back on. So we got the taillights back on. Now all we have to do is stick the lights where we want them, and we have our middle channel here that we can slip on. Do this side first, I suppose. So I'm just gonna slip this on. Get the spacing all right. All right, well, I'm gonna start at this side. We're just gonna peel this 3M. If I can do it. And we're gonna want this pretty close to the edge. Like about right. Alright, what's on there? Got that taped. Now I'm just gonna keep peeling and sticking. I'm just gonna peel both these. Get them stuck up. That's where we want them. About right there. And then this, I have to dodge my bed cover.
Yeah, they might be able to see this. You're kind of right up in the way, but I think they get the idea.
Yeah, just adjust the middle brackets. If you have a bed cover like mine, I know not everyone's clamps like that. Might just be a problem I have, but it'll still work, which is cool. So if you have this clamp style, it'll still work. Now we gotta do the same thing on the other side.
And then you tuck the extra wire.
Yeah, just shove it back up.
And we're on to this side.
Same thing.
Do the old 180.
I gotta dodge the clamp again. So let's get this on here. And how far was I on the other side from the end?
And you're like almost perfectly in line with this one.
Went all the way to the top, right? And then it comes down, yeah. Come down that much. Now we got them stuck right where we want them. Now we have one more. We're gonna dodge the bracket on this side again. And tape it up over here. And yeah. Now we're good. Should I get in there again?
Yeah, get in there.
Alright.
Crawl up in here.
Let's get in here. So I can show you guys what it's like during the daytime. Alright, go ahead, shut it. Lock me in. Pretty dark. Now we can see. What's it look like to y'all? Looks pretty lit. Yeah. So yeah, this is it off. Dark. Can't see anything. Now I can see.
Looks pretty good.
Alright, so if you like the bed lighting kit, it's available on Refined Truck just like all of our other products. Thanks for all the subscribers. Coming up on 1,000, doing a giveaway soon. I'll make the announcement. But yeah, pretty easy install. And I know if you have a bed cover or if it's dark outside, especially if you have a bed cover and it's dark, it's hard to see what's in there. So added some lights. Wanted some lights that look good too. Don't just, you know, blind the hell out of you, but make it so you can see what you need to see and look good. So that's what we tried to go for. Hopefully you like them. RefinedTruck.com, subscribe, and we'll be back with a night clip in a couple seconds. So alright, so I'm out here at night. I thought I'd give you guys a little view of what it looks like. So that's it when the light's off. Pretty pitch black, probably used to that. And that's it with the light on. So as you can see, lights up everything pretty good. Make sure you can see everything. And I think it looks pretty good, pretty hidden up in the top by the rails. And like I said earlier, so we just got out the truck like probably 5 minutes ago and it still comes on. But if you were inside for like 3 hours, it wouldn't come on. The Maverick doesn't energize these 12-volt lines back here. So the only way to do it is to like, if you had just gotten out of the car recently, I think it stays energized for probably like 10 minutes or something. Otherwise, you would need to turn the key to accessory, and then it gives power to everything again. Way around that would be to route it straight to the battery, but I don't feel like doing that. It's mostly just for when I have like groceries and stuff at night, and I get out the truck. Line will be energized, and then I can just flip the switch, see everything back here, and it all works out. But if you wanted it to come on like all the time, even when you're not using the truck, you would have to run it to the battery. But we didn't want to have to do that, and I don't need it to be on all the time, so this is the way we did it.